Sounds production. What up, sound?
Let's see those juice boxes, y'all.
What up, sound?
Let's see those juice boxes, y'all. Let's see those juice boxes, y'all. Bird. It's a bird. If you are on the show, go ahead and hit that plus sign. Hey, get up in there. Let's see those juice boxes, y'all. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Red Room Talk. You can find us here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm your host, Jen. The Red Room Talks is a show about love, intimacy, and interpersonal relationships, including self, to erase different social stigmas. We're here to have candid discussions and cut through those stigmas to show that in the end, no matter your background, we all have commonalities when it comes to matters of the mind and the heart. Nothing is off the table in the Red Room Talk. Last episode, if you missed us, that's okay. You can find us on YouTube by clicking the link in my profile and subscribing. Last episode, we talked about overcoming obstacles, but this week we're going to discuss sociology with this week's topic, human behavior, why you do what you do. We have an all-star cast. We have birthday boy G-Way No Way, Partition, and OG Shad. Let's find out how the panel feels about about human behavior and why we do what we do. But before we get started, all that I ask is you keep your mind open and your language clean. First things first, go ahead and click that button if you are on the show, and I'll let you guys introduce yourself. It's the birthday boy.
What up, y'all? What up?
We're welcoming OG Sean back to the show. It's been so long. I'm so excited. I'm so
Boy, I
excited.
ain't seen that face in forever.
Right.
Hey, happy
Not
birthday
since
to
like
you,
season
dog.
3.
Appreciate
Happy
it, man.
birthday, man. Hey, respect to
Appreciate
everybody
that.
in here. Real, I seen you come in here, you know what I'm saying? King Diamonds, I see you in here too. Respect to y'all. What's going on?
For sure, for
Hi,
sure.
everybody.
What's up, politician?
Hey,
Welcome to the
happy
Red
birthday
Room
again.
partition. And as you know, you guys, we are polite here on the Red Room. So we are going to let Partition go ahead and let us know what she's got going on the app and about her live.
Hi, I'm Partition, please. I don't stream regularly, but if you do catch me, it's either on the weekend or at nighttime. You can catch me in all of Rello's featured shows and the ones that he collabs with other people with.
All right, OG.
What's going on, people? It's an honor to be here on the Red Room. Yet again, a lot of you may know me, a lot of you may not. I'm OG Shout for a reason. I'm back. I'm better than ever. Appreciate the faves, all the love, everything. Happy to be here.
I'm so happy to be here.
So
So
happy.
happy to be here.
Yeah, when I took that
So
a
happy.
G-Way book.
I'm very happy to be here.
I'm very happy to be
Yo,
here.
this your boy G Way. No way. Y'all know me. You get to know me. Hit the fade button. I'm the host of Attacking the Zodiacs every Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm also the co-host here on Saturdays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch me for Laugh of the Thrones with Florida Finest on Sundays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mondays, the Home of Hood Feud. Tuesday, I got an open right now. Wednesdays, I'm with Pit Bully at 8 p.m. for Tales from the Hood. I mean, no, my bad. At 9 p.m. for Tales from the Hood, and I'm with Venus versus Mars at 8 p.m. that day. So I got 2 shows on Wednesday. You can catch me getting lit on Thursdays. There's something going on every day. Like literally hit the fave. The short version is I'm everywhere. Hit the fave button.
With
This
everybody.
man never rests. He
Never.
never rests.
Never.
But I am Jen and Juice, y'all. I am the host of this show right here, right now. You guys can find me every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here, or you can find me every Sunday for Soul Food Sunday with Wancho Number. That is my number one all time. Make sure y'all go fave him. And then sometimes on Tuesdays we do game night. So make sure y'all tap in and just see what we got going on. But make sure y'all please go to wancho.juice on Instagram and check out our merch for Wancho Juice, y'all. Make sure y'all tap in there on Instagram, all right? So we'll go ahead and get started. Human behavior is an inherently complex subject matter which pertains to the manner and reasons behind people's actions. There are countless theories associated with human behavior and various types of conduct. Understanding human behavior can be crucial in society. This knowledge often sheds light on patterns, the reasons people make certain decisions, and much more. The more one understands human behavior, the more effectively they can position themselves and comprehend how others see, interpret, and adapt to their various environments. Being perceived as an introvert versus extrovert usually is characterized by how you respond to social situations and stimuli from everyday life. Extroverts are generally thought to enjoy the spotlight or being the center of attention, while introverts are more antisocial and isolated. So for my first question, just a second. So for my first question, do you consider yourself an introvert or an extrovert, and how does it affect your behavior?
Ooh, ladies first. Ladies first.
Oh, you see him trying to play you, Partition. He be trying to play you.
I can be both, cause I can be very to myself a lot, but then when I'm around the right, well, certain friends, I'm outgoing. I like to do stuff. I'm social, but typically I like to be to myself.
Definitely
Okay,
feel
well,
the
I
same
guess
way
I'll
about
take
it.
it.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
My bad,
Hey,
G.
go
My
ahead.
bad, my bad. I know
Oh,
you
you
the
good.
man
You
man
good.
around
She
here and
said
things. My
fast.
bad.
You good.
I'm honestly, I'm more introverted than extrovert. Don't let the streaming fool you. I don't really like people as much. It's just a certain group of people. So it's on you, the type of energy that you get out of me. But I'm definitely more introverted than extrovert.
Mine is definitely a mixture of both. Mixture of both. I'm
Ambivert.
wise. Sometimes, yeah. Like sometimes I want to be around other people who go out and get loose. Most times, other times I don't want to be around nobody. Block everything out. Like just be by myself. Definitely a mixture of both for me.
That's okay.
That's okay. I'm definitely probably more of an ambivert. I'm a little bit of both, but it really depends on like the social situation. There's times that I'm like really super shy, and then there's times that I'm like, wow, like it's party. It really, it really just depends on the situation. But more often than not, like, while I love people, I also hate people. You know what I'm saying? I love people. Like I love helping people. I love being, around good people. But when people are peopling, you know what I'm saying? I'm more of a like, ugh, I want to just be in my room by myself, And it's because I think it's more like when it's like a negative situation, like when I can feel like the vibe is like off, or like someone like attitude or something is like rubbing off on me. I'm more like introverted in those moments. Or say there might be times I might just get anxiety, like if I'm in a big huge group of people. Like I remember I went to this it was like a hash bash, right? And there were so many people, like you could barely breathe. Like there was so much just carbon monoxide from people just being in this crowd. And I was like, I got to get out of here. Like, there's other times when I'm like, oh, let's party. Like everyone used to love inviting me to parties because I was always like the life, the jokester, the clown. But then there's other times I'm just like, yeah, no, I want to go home. I want to go home like right now. But did it like ever, because you choose that you're more like introvert. Did it ever like affect you to where you just kind of more like just stayed to your like kept yourself from people, like where you just like removed yourself from people, or?
Oh, yeah, yeah. At times, at a few times, yeah, it got to that point.
Yeah,
Definitely
Definitely.
remove myself. Yeah,
yeah.
most
Because
definitely.
I know like I said, one of the times when it would be like I just wanted to be to myself, I would like really just kind of remove myself, and I'm really, it's like a timing thing too, like certain times a year, like like around Christmas I'm more of a stay to myself person, and then the summer I'm like a social butterfly. I just want to be out and about.
Yeah, where the party at? Yep.
Yeah, like woo, let's go. But it just
See
like really
mine,
depends on time of year too. What'd you say?
yeah, see mine happened because of a traumatic life experience. Like
Right.
I used to be so outgoing and everything else. I'm 32 now, but in my younger days, I'm saying, serving and everything. Before my deployment, me getting blown up and everything else, I used to love to go to the club. We get to the club about 12, probably wasn't getting out of there. It's about 5, 6 a.m., you know what I'm saying? And continuing partying on until the sun came up type of thing. But after going through that deployment and being placed in the situation I was being placed in, when I got home, it's like the anxiety of being around a large set of people, you know what I'm saying? Like loud sounds, banging like that. It really changed how I maneuver actually in the real world. So it was kind of hard for me to actually deal with. But it put me into a box, you know what I'm saying, where I had to get myself together and realize that certain things with me had changed. Like I had evolved from one stage of my life to where I currently was. So yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
For sure.
Feel you on that.
And I think it was kind of that for me. Like when I got sick is when I really started being more introverted. Like I kind of like removed myself from a lot of people, and like just the more I felt like I just felt like I had to keep to myself more. You know what I mean? Like I just really kind of secluded myself more after that. I definitely can agree with that. Um, but if y'all are just pulling up, that's okay. We have so much more to come, y'all. You can find us every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on the Red Room Talk, y'all. We just talked about if you consider yourself introvert and extrovert and how does it affect your behavior. But now we're going to talk about conflict or negativity. Conflicts differ from disagreements because of their outcome, which is usually negative. Sometimes conflicts can be constructive rather than destructive, leading to targeted disagreements, leading to positive outcomes and better decision making. How the conflict is handled determines the outcome. So my next question is, how do you handle conflicts or disagreements with others?
I don't gotta go first this time, do I?
Nah, I just don't. I don't. I try to avoid conflict or disagreements. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the type that somebody trying all in my face. All right. I'm not the type that wants to like really be in the I will remove myself before I get in the conflict. Like I won't even give you that much energy or let you know you've gotten to me like that. At the end of the day, that's why I just really just stay to myself and try to avoid all that for me personally. Because at the end of the day, it's like, why am I doing all this yelling and cussing and fussing at you? At the end of the day, especially on this app, I'm never gonna see you. I'm over here with a whole headache. I'm never gonna see you. You can say you're gonna pull up, fly out, whatever you're gonna do, but I'm over here stressing myself out, running up my blood pressure for somebody that pretty much probably forgot about me when they hit the X button. I'm not gonna let you do that for me. Nope. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Nope.
And that was one of my biggest things too, because when it comes to conflict, like I try to avoid it because I have no chill. I'm an Aquarius, you know what I'm saying? There is no stopping. I'm either going to take it extremely far, or you know what I'm saying, it's not going to happen at all. But when it comes to conflict, I always done my best to avoid it, but then not try to get people too much of my energy too, because it's like you just said, shit. They ain't got, oh, excuse my language. As he just said, they'll get you out of body, out of character real quick, and then they'll be sleeping good at night while they're still on you. Like, why am I upset? So
Right.
when you let people take that certain amount of energy from you, and then they end up getting the best of you, it's like, I don't allow that to happen. So yeah, I try my best to avoid it because I'm either gonna take it too far, or it's gonna go extremely a different way than you expected it to go. So
Thanks.
Um, yeah, I'm learning how to be a better person with conflict, and now I don't address it as much as I used to. So I can say I came a long ways from that. Like now I kind of ignore things, or I might try and talk to it or walk off and then calm down and address it later.
yeah, because people know what buttons they be pushing or what buttons they be trying to push. And it's on us not to let them get the best of us in those certain situations. I've had to talk to myself. I've been in the middle of certain things like, yo, Shad, come on, this is not you. Like, come on,
Yeah,
break this
just let it
together.
go.
Like,
Yeah, just let
yeah,
it go.
you have
Not
to.
even
You have
entertain it.
to.
You know? Because you're giving them the power once you give it that energy. At the end
All
of the
the
day, they
power.
won.
Uh-huh.
So for me, I'm definitely more of an avoidant. Like I will avoid conflict or fights at all costs. Like I will pretty much do anything. I'll either just completely ignore the fact altogether that I have an issue with you, and hold that shit. Oh,
Language.
dang it! See, you started
Yeah, I
Wow.
it.
ain't the
You
only one.
started it,
I ain't the
Sean.
only one. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
He
sorry.
Wow.
started it. He started it. Y'all blame him.
Somebody
Sorry,
tripping on the
XL.
Saturday.
Your Honor, please strike that from the record. uh, but I will avoid it at all costs. Now, I've definitely been working on that, so I'm more boisterous now when it comes to something that's bothering me, or like I have to like state something that's going on that I really need, an issue that I need to be addressed. I've definitely been working on that a lot more. I'm sure some of y'all know. Uh, but I definitely am working on that a lot more to be more open with expressing myself and how I feel about certain issues or things that I have to address with anyone, especially because it's really unfair to not tell someone that you have an issue and then later on they're like, well, what's going on? Why did you just... Because I'm real quick to just block somebody and not even like explain to, because I feel like at some point too, though, if you're grown, you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of have that like back and forth with myself. Like, do I explain myself or do I just, and just cut them out? I don't know. I'm kind of on
Right.
both ends of the spectrum. Which kind of leads me to a little side question is, how do you react when faced with criticism or negative feedback?
I'm gonna be honest with you. It depends on who the feedback or the criticism is from. Most people confuse constructive criticism with tearing down another individual. Constructive criticism is when you're able to present to me like, "Hey, I see this is what you're doing. You're doing your best or whatever, but in order for you to maximize what you got going on, maybe you might want to change this or something like that." You know what I'm saying? That's constructive criticism. I can take that. But when there's something going on and you present something to me like, "Hey, I seen you doing this, that, and the third. nah, that ain't it. This is what you need to do. I don't need to do anything for one. You know what I'm saying? I ain't asked for the input, you know. But if you're offering some type of advice, I can take it. It's all about how you present it.
Agree.
Right.
And tone of voice is a lot too.
Big facts. Big facts. It's
Go
the same for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
it's the
ahead.
same for me.
Go ahead.
I feel the same way. It's the way you come at me about it. You know, like constructive criticism. Like you said, I can take it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I didn't like when you said this, that, and the third. You should have said this, that. Okay, I can take that. I can take that. But the beat down and the ridiculing and the slandering, nah, I ain't gonna take that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get a little violent at that point. So the lion will come out the cage. So yeah, definitely.
Oh.
Just saying. Just saying. Other than constructive criticism, I really don't, you ain't got nothing to say about me. Why you worry about me?
That was that Leo plug right there. If y'all caught that,
Yeah.
you know.
A little bit.
I can deal with constructive criticism. It depends on how you deliver it. It's all about presentation with a lot of stuff, and if you say something the right way, even when you criticize in a situation, you can also teach somebody something or teach them how to do something better. But like you said, if you coming at me like all wrong, then it's gonna be taken wrong. So
Agree. I'm gonna be honest. I had to look over real quick. I'm gonna be honest. I take it really hard because I'm a Virgo. I'm a perfectionist, and so I really take like negative feedback and I won't say constructive, but criticism and negative feedback really hard because I try so hard not to mess up or to like be this perfect being. Not that I know I'm not perfect and I never will be, but so when like I get negative feedback or say like I've hurt someone in some way, I take it really hard, like it like a shot almost. And it's not that it is a shot, like it's just someone trying to help you grow, and I know that consciously, but it like almost hurts my feelings. That, and it's not that it, like you are hurting my feelings, but it hurts my feelings that I hurt your feelings. You get what I'm saying? Like it hurts me that I've hurt someone or that I've like messed up in a way, like dang, I really messed up. You know, so I take, negative feedback really hard. I'm working on that. Ding. I'm working on that, to try to, like, just accept it. You know what I'm saying? Like that I'm not a perfect person and that, players mess up too. You know what I'm saying? Just kidding. But, that you just have to, like, take it in and just really, just take it in, drink it in, and then, express, first of all, your apologies or whatever, and then immediately like fix whatever it is. I'm one of those people. If you tell me something, I'm immediately going to fix the issue and move forward. But it definitely, I'm really tough. I'm a tough one. I'm gonna take it pretty hard. But y'all have anything more to say on that?
Well, I was gonna say I can understand the taking it hard part because you feel like you let yourself down, you let that person down. It's like, dang,
Like
I
you
done
missed
let
a
this
mark.
person down and let myself down. So I can get that. But the biggest point that you made was the fact that we're not perfect. I mean, you can try as hard as you can be as close to perfect as you want to, but we're going to fall short. But being hard on yourself, that comes in territory because that shows that you actually care. Now, if you weren't beating yourself up about it, then that person meant nothing to you, didn't matter to you, or whatever. So yeah, definitely understood.
Yeah, I'm just one of those people, like, I don't like hurting other people, especially in the way that I've been hurt, you know what I'm saying? So if it's a way in which that I've been hurt, I can, like, totally understand where the person's coming from. I might even, like, shed a tear, too, because I'm emotional, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. I'm gangsta. I don't cry. I'm just kidding. I do cry. But, I definitely... I definitely am. I'm gonna take it pretty hard because I don't want to like hurt anybody in any way. So, I try not to miss the mark in that way. But if y'all are just pulling up, that's okay. You guys have not missed much. We still have a lot more to discuss. You can find us here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on the Red Room Talk, y'all. We just talked about, do you consider yourself an introvert or extrovert, and how does it affect your behavior? And then how do you handle conflicts or disagreements with others? And how do you react when faced with criticism or negative feedback? But now I want to know about how you manage.
Stress.
Um, Individuals may encounter a variety of stress events in daily life. If those events are disposed inappropriately, there will be a high probability of producing a series of negative consequences. Findings from previous studies have shown that psychological stress responses often include negative emotions. In other words, people experience a complex array of negative emotions such as depression, anxiety, anger, distress during real life stressful events. Many studies have discussed the relationship between stress and negative emotions. However, understanding the mechanisms of stress associated with negative emotions is critical, as it is has the potential to provide an opportunity for those in stress to reduce their negative emotions. So my next question is, what strategies do you use to manage stress or negative emotion?
That's a feature show.
Yeah.
Just say it in a way that we know
Let's
what
see
you're
the
saying.
let's see the politically correct way to say
If you're
this.
talking about, you know,
I indulge in the herbal medication of
okay.
herbs
Listen, I'm like, if
on a
it
heavy
involves
basis.
batteries or bud, you're good. You know.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, yeah,
Yeah, same.
definitely the herbs, natural herbs, good natural herbs.
But outside of that, I like to go to the water. I like to go to beaches, waterfalls, stuff like that. It helps me. It's like grounding. I like to be in the water, touching the sand and the ground with my feet. It helps me release stress and stuff.
I too enjoy the bouquet of Mary Jane's flowers. That's usually after I've calmed down. But in the event of a stressful situation, whatever the case may be, I have to breathe. Like I've had to breathe because my first reaction usually was to just blow up. Like especially when we get to that point after you've had so many warnings. So now it's just one of the things where you know what I'm saying, 2, 3, 4, 5 times if I need to. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody around with me, but I'm gonna have to because it's gonna help me think a little better. The water, I just lived at the beach. That was always a getaway for me. Always loved the water, you know. So I can't swim worth a lick, but as long as I'm around and everything else, there's some peace there for me. I'm gonna be honest. Hey.
Oh man, and you gotta have music too. Gotta have music.
Definitely, music is one of the biggest outlets for whatever you're feeling. For whatever you're feeling, good, bad, or indifferent. Definitely some good music.
So I'm either going to cry it out.
You're such a Jen. You're such a Jen.
I'm such a Virgo. I swear I am. But honestly, one thing that I do if I'm feeling so overwhelmed that I can't I'm definitely a crier. But if it's something I feel like I'm overwhelmed in the moment, honestly, I will literally get in bed and turn on my rain sounds and I will just lay down and go to sleep. I'm going to be honest, if nothing is going right, go to sleep. That is something huge for me. If I'm feeling like something I can't handle at the moment, or I can't just, fathom whatever's going on, I will turn on my rain sounds, turn my fan up high, and lay down and go to sleep. Like, that is, for me, is like huge. Pressing for the moment. Hey, if you in a high stressful, I would rather that than, do something that I don't, regret doing later.
Exactly.
But even as far as like going for a drive or like Partition said, I'm going to tell you one place for me, the water is definitely very calming. Like you said, the rain sounds. It's like for me, going to the beach or to the ocean, it's like almost like seeing something bigger than yourself, bigger than the moment, is like just kind of like refreshing. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, all my problems are smaller than what I'm looking at. All my problems at this moment are smaller than this. I got a heart on. You know what I'm saying? So
what?
Heart, Anyway, somebody
I
gets
heard
it.
what you said, but it's featured. They ain't gonna even. Yeah.
But it's like in that moment though, it's like whatever your issue is or whatever your problem is, like it is smaller than. See it? I did it again. But it's like bigger than that air or the water's like bigger than that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like bigger than any problem you have. It's like I feel small in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever it is going on, it feels smaller than that. That or, sometimes you just gotta cuss it out. You just
Speaking,
I'm sorry,
speaking
y'all.
of,
Sometimes you just gotta cuss, alright? Sometimes you just gotta
Yeah.
arriba, Sometimes you just gotta cuss.
So, it's one thing I want to do, and I noticed they're coming up like in different cities, especially like major cities, break rooms, where
Yes.
you go in there and you
Yes.
just break
Yeah.
up stuff.
Let me
I
tell
want to go to one so bad.
Me
It's worth it.
too. Listen, because
It
sometimes
is
you just
worth
wanna,
it.
with a bat, you just wanna, because you can't beat the person. You know what I'm saying? When you're really mad at
No,
somebody,
you could,
I mean,
you
you could,
definitely
but
escape
I'm
could.
not.
rooms are
I
fun
don't look
too.
good in orange. I look good in red. You know what I'm saying? And
Escape rooms are fun too.
but I
You gotta try them.
definitely would love to go to a break room. Like I would love to just, like I even like thought about just going to grab my own dishes and just going out to the woods. Right, and just,
Why not?
yeah.
I kind of
Listen,
Yeah,
don't
speak,
mind.
I really would.
speaking.
I would do that.
Can't get rid of no dishes like that. We literally don't forks and plates around this
Listen,
house.
go to the Dollar Tree. You know what I'm saying? Go buy you some glassware and get a baseball bat. Listen, there's
It's
been
like,
many times when I wanted to
Uh,
grab a baseball bat and actually beat somebody with it, but instead, I just threw my phone or something that I shouldn't have thrown. You know what I'm saying? So in those moments,
When
I
you're
wish
in the
I'd have had a
moment,
break room. You know what I mean?
when you're in the moment and that adrenaline is going, it's kind of hard to bring yourself back to a level place, depending on who you are and how your attitude is.
facts.
But when you're
Sure.
speaking on the cursing, like, I'm gonna be honest, one of the things that has worked for me, because you're talking about turning on sounds and laying down in the bed going, I can't. I'm gonna grab me a couple pillows and I'm gonna yell and scream every expletive I can into them as loud as I need to until I feel
Right.
better. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm
Right.
not getting out. I'm gonna have to. You know what I'm saying? I may
Punch the
say
bed a couple times or something.
something. You know what I'm saying? Something to help get that
Oh,
out
I'm
at
gonna
the very
throw
moment.
something. I don't care what it is. Whatever it is in the front of me at that
Appreciate you,
moment,
Rello.
I'm gonna mother. I'm just gonna start cussing mother French fry. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just start cussing. I'm
Not
gonna be honest. I'm a cusser. When I'm
Oklahoma.
listen, anyone who knows me, okay, like I'm good. I can stay good under stressful situations, but there's sometimes, you know what I'm saying, when you gotta just let your hair down and cuss. You know what I'm saying? So anyone who knows me, I've been that mad. There's nothing you can do in that moment but just listen. You're gonna be like, oh, shakaka, what is happening? But there's just sometimes when just like you've tried everything. Okay, the rain sounds now they're peeing me off. I don't want to hear the rain sounds. I can hear the clock ticking. I don't look at me funny. My dog's looking at me funny. So at that moment, you're just mad at everything. The floor is flooring. Why is the
Anybody can
sky
get it.
blue? Why is the grass green? And you're just mad. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just gotta cuss. Sometimes you just gotta cuss.
Speaking of,
Go ahead.
it's been a while. I said, speaking of animals, how's your wiener? It's been a while.
Oh, my wiener is nice and fat.
wait,
It's pretty long, actually. He's actually right here, you guys. I'm just gonna do this for the
Wait
first
a
time on a
minute.
featured. For the first time on a featured show, I'm gonna show the whole entire live my wiener. If you guys just wait 1 minute. Would you guys like to see me? I will actually stroke it for you guys too. So hold on 1 moment.
Ask me about my
What is going on?
This is my wiener.
Show me your wiener.
I just had to rub my wiener for everybody. I had to rub my wiener for you guys.
Wow.
He is very not.
People was really nervous in here.
He's
They were
cussing
like,
at me
what?
right now. Do you see it?
never mind.
So yes, I
That
just
poor
showed my
wiener.
wiener on a featured show, you guys. So you're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm glad he's
That's the
healthy.
first.
Glad
He
he's
just
healthy.
looked at me and
That's
he
the
went right
first.
back to sleep too. Happy wiener.
Listen,
Yeah,
she's
I
the
know my
best dog
nerves.
mom ever. He is full. She's the best dog mom ever. Swear to God. So I had to ask about her wiener.
Yes, he's not
Had
seen my
to.
wiener in a long time. He likes watching me pet it. But anyways, if y'all are just pulling up, that's okay. You can find us here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on the Red Room.
Oh my
Talking. Tell
gosh.
everybody you guys seen my wiener on the Red Room. We just discussed, do you consider yourself an introvert or extrovert, and how does it affect your behavior? How do you handle conflicts or disagreements with others, and how do you react when faced with criticism or negative feedback? And what strategies do you use to manage stress or negative emotions? Sometimes you just got to rub your wiener. Now I want to know about your behavior. Nature is what we think of as pre-wiring and is influenced by genetic inheritance and other biological factors. Nurture is generally taken as the influence or external factors after conception. Example, the product of exposure, life experiences, and learning as an individual. So the next question is, do you believe that your behavior is influenced more by nature, inborn traits, or nurture, environment, upbringing?
Ooh.
A little bit of both. A little bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because a lot of traits I got from watching adults as I was coming up as a kid, and a lot of things I've learned is from experiences as an adult. So yeah, I gotta say a little bit of both. Definitely a little bit of both. Little dab, little dab.
The same for me, both.
Honestly, the nurture aspect I want to say is the aspect for me that was missing to a certain degree, because when it comes to the nurture aspect, it's the watering aspect, helping you grow, evolve. Um, Nature kicked my behind. I ain't gonna tell you. Nature took me through some things. You know what I'm saying? Based off of who I am, genetics, upbringing, and all of that other good stuff. So I would say I'm gonna lean a little more towards the nurture side. That's what I was lacking a little bit.
Um, so I'm gonna say I'm definitely a little bit of both. Nurture as far as like traits that I get from my parents that I know like really kind of like I say affect that affect how I react to people or how I live my daily life. But I'm gonna say probably me was probably more nature. Like things that have happened throughout my life or things that have kind of caused me to change. Like I said earlier, like when I got sick, that really like changed me more from an extrovert to an introvert. Like I was very much an outgoing, lively person. Not that I'm not now at all, but it very much made me more of an introverted person who like more secludes themselves. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel like for me, like outside factors, in my life or things that I've been through, like even good, good things that have happened. But I'll say more of like the negative, like outer things that have kind of happened or that I've been through really like shaped how who I am. It made me a more independent person. I've gone through a lot of things. I've gone through abuse. I've gone through a lot of like different things. So those things kind of really shaped and molded who I am, and it made me a kinder person. It made me more soft-hearted, which is probably why it's hard for me to like tell people about themselves too, because I don't want anyone to ever feel bad inside, because I know there's been times like I've felt bad about myself, or like I said, even like negative feedback for me like sucks. So it's like those type of things is like what really made me that way. Like like I said, it's hard for me to tell people things, or even just being more apt to I kind of became a yes person, like just from like things that I had been through. I really just had became a yes man. Obviously I'm a woman, but you know what I mean. But I really just became a yes woman. Like I really didn't go against the grain. I really just kind of went with what everyone wanted me to do. And I think that also in turn, kind of like how people did me really changed the trajectory too, because it made me have to be more stern and set more healthy boundaries for myself. So it's like whatever it is that I'm going through or things that I've been through really like make me start to set the tone for like my life. Things that you go through or things that people do, you kind of counteract with how you react. So yeah. So would you say like that your parents really like it was it more your parents when you say like nurture or nature, like was it more like just things that you had been through, like things in life, or like your parents really like or what would you say really like specifically like influence your behavior? Like
My grandmother, and as growing up and having kids, my kids have nurtured me into a different person as well.
Agreed.
Yeah, definitely my grandparents. Definitely my grandparents. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they taught me the wrong way to do things. So definitely wanted to be better than that, than what I saw, what I grew up and was accustomed to.
Right.
I had a wonderful example. My grandparents were married for 60 something years, like high school sweethearts type of thing. Like my grandfather, he died first, then my grandmother, but they were both in their 90s. Had the perfect example. They may be mad at each other, but Mary James would go in there and cook dinner and make sure the Miles had his plate, so I was proud of all of that. The olden days, that type of love is very rare and never really exists anymore, you know what I'm saying? But um, the aspect that changed me with that whole perception is the nurture aspect came when I actually had children. I've always loved kids, but you never really know love until you've had your own kids, your own children, because that's love without limits. It's unconditional. You know what I'm saying? It's love without any type of hidden motives and everything else. So the purest love and everything that I've received that has helped me in the nurture aspect will be my daughters, for sure.
Sure. I would definitely say that too. Like kids have always like kind of crowded around me, and I don't have kids of my own. I'm a stepmom, but I would definitely say even like helping raise my nieces and nephews like really kind of like soften me up a lot. Not that I wasn't soft before, but like listen, my nephew would be eating chicken nuggets, and I would be like, "Oh my god, he's so cute eating chicken nuggets," But they definitely soften you up. Like they bring out a side of you that you don't realize you have, or like you have this love for them. Like, wow, how can I love something this much? And it's not even my child, but it's like, how do you love someone that much, like without even trying? Like I said, I would just be watching him eating chicken nugget, and I'd be like, "Oh my god, I just love him so much." Yeah. But it is. It's like just brings like something out of you that you don't even realize is there, or even now, becoming a stepmother. Like you don't realize like. My mom always told me that I would be a phenomenal stepmom, and I was like, I'm like, how do you love a child? Like, are you gonna feel those same feelings? And I'm here to tell you, you do. You have that same maternal instinct with a stepchild as you would, at least from what I can tell you, because I don't have a child of my own. But you have that same like protective feeling, and you have that same like love that you would have for a child of your own. Like, because I know, like I said, with my stepson, like I'm just as protective over him, like I worry about him, or think about him, and he's like one of the first things I think of when I make decisions, along with my person. But you don't realize how even your children really like help mold who you are too. Do you guys have anything more to say?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
You are glowing. You look amazing. Everybody, give it up for the host of the Red Room on this Saturday. You understand me? You look amazing.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I've been holding that in. My bad.
It's amazing. Y'all, man, I missed you. Listen,
She's
y'all
glowing.
She
She's
started
glowing.
singing Kanye though.
It's amazing. So amazing.
Yeah, I heard that.
Listen, y'all, he ain't been on the Red Room since like season 3. You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm happy. I'm genuinely just happy right now, and that's something that kind of molds outer things too. I think the happier you feel, the more you do better. You know what I'm saying? Like you really, when you're happy, like you want to do better at everything. You want to grow. You know what I'm saying? When you're truly happy inside, and you have good things going, and it makes everything better outside of that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when you're down, you're not your best. You're not going to put your best work in. You're not going to put your best foot forward. Everything kind of tumbles down after that. So like I said, nature very much affects, for me it affects me. When I'm happy, I do more. I want to be out and about more, and when I'm not, and when I'm down, I'm more secluded. So it definitely like really affects you in like every which way. But I'm happy right now, y'all. I'm happy.
All I know is it look good on you and you're wearing it well. You understand me? Alright.
Yeah.
That's on me, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
If y'all are just pulling up, you're late. But you have not missed everything, y'all. We still have a little bit more to discuss, but that's okay. You can find us here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the. I'm thinking you. We need Wancho right now to be like, that's okay. But we just discussed, do you consider yourself an introvert or an extrovert, and how does it affect your behavior? How do you handle conflicts or disagreements with others? And how do you react when faced with criticism or negative feedback? What strategies do you use to manage stress or negative emotions, and do you believe that your behavior is influenced more by nature or nurture? But now I want to know about habits. That's okay. Have you ever stopped to think about your habits or how they impact your daily life? Have you ever needed to change your habits because of a new environment? According to experts with Psychology Today, habits form when new behaviors become automatic and are enacted with minimum conscious awareness. That's because the behavioral patterns we repeat most often are literally etched into our neural pathways. Think about that last quote for a minute. Now think about habits you do automatically. For example, how many times a day do you pick up your phone to read a text message, wander on Facebook, or check your Instagram account? Do you actively think to yourself, it's time to check Instagram now? Or did it just happen without much conscious effort? So I want to know, are there any specific behaviors or habits that you would like to improve or change? I kind of want to hear from OG Shot because he looked real nervous right there.
That question
nervous.
hit him hard. That question hit him
He's
hard.
like, oh, this is not where I left my car.
So,
Oh.
to a certain extent, my habits is a reason why I'm single now. I was supposed to be getting married in November. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this definitely hit me. My lifestyle, choosing to smoke and drink and everything else. And the person I was with, I guess the lifestyle that I have was not conducive anymore. It wasn't positive for them, something they couldn't be around. So here we are now. But my thing is this: I guess it's all on if you feel what you do is okay. You understand? If you're with somebody, of course, you got to take what they may want into consideration. But at the end of the day, it's all on you as a person. If you feel like making certain changes is worth it, you understand? So yeah, I smoke bad. I ain't gonna lie to you. I smoke bad. I smoke a lot of weed. A lot of the Mary Jane's flowers I consume. So yeah, that's kind of huge. I will minimize that to a certain extent, but not that much. But that's about it.
Mary Jane.
I got a bad habit of procrastination. I would love to just get over that. Putting something off, saying I'll do it later. Later don't never show up. Later come back with tomorrow, the next day, next year. I'm gonna put it on my New Year's resolution. And it'll never come around. So if I could just and then if I could just learn how to tackle one thing at a time, because sometimes I think I procrastinate because I be having I'll try and do one thing and it'd be 10 things going on in my head. So
Definitely feel you on that. My bad habit is learning to be content. I always want more. I mean, that's probably why I do so many shows on the app and steady thinking about new things I can do to better myself or new content I can bring. I always want more. I always want to be better. But I need to stop that because I've been on work myself into the ground before I knew it. So I need to learn to slow
I
down.
get it. I get it to a certain extent, but G-Way, that's a cop out. Ain't nothing wrong with always wanting more for yourself. There's never nothing wrong with
It's
that, man. So
not,
you
but
can't say that's a bad habit. Say biting your
because I don't
nails
know.
or something.
I
Because
don't
I
know
mean,
how to slow down. I don't know how to
okay,
slow down. Like if I get it, I want more. Like I said, all right, I might want to make
So
hundred
it's
k
like
by the end of
never
the year. Once
enough.
I hit 100K, yeah, like
understood,
enough is never enough for me, and I need to learn to be content and be happy with what I got instead of just keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing because I'm gonna over push myself.
understood.
So I have a couple.
Not a couple.
Because these are things that I know, like, are issues for me. One being negative mindset. Freaking horrible. I literally take yourself in the hallway and then pull your bottom lip over your forehead and swallow. Um, so for me, like, negative mindset is horrible. Like, I'm always going to look to the worst, but a lot of it is because of nature around me, because I've never like had seen good, you know what I'm saying? So I got so apt to just assuming that the next thing that's going to happen is going to be a negative. So I just like got into that mode of just a negative mindset because that's all I seen. So when good things would happen, it just felt like this can't be real because all I ever see is negative. So I got so used to just having that negative mindset. It's hard to get out of that negative mindset. And then bad habit number two. Uh,
You a sex addict?
Inquiring minds want to know. I mean, what's going on
no,
here?
bad habit number two is like, so say in a disagreement, or kind of how we were talking about when someone expresses something that's bothered them, or how do you accept negative feedback. I'm not very good at listening. I want to defend myself real quick instead of actively listening, and I know that this is a problem
That's the first step.
that I'm
Shouts out
working
to
on.
you for addressing it. Shouts out to you for
But I
addressing
know that it's a problem that I have to work on, because especially if it hurts anyone, or it hurts your person, that's something you have to take care of. And I know that's something I'm actively working on. It is hard because you automatically want to go to your own defense, like, but no, but this is no. But sometimes it's okay to just say, you know what, I'm sorry, I messed up, and I'll do better. You know what I'm saying? Especially because like I said, nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay to miss the mark sometimes. But when it becomes a habit, like it's become to want to, so I have to like literally slow myself down sometimes. If you guys were requesting the box, just wait just a moment. After the show, I will give you guys all an opportunity to box up and ask questions. But I know that it's become a habit that I have to like literally consciously think about. Like now when if someone's talking to me, I have to even tell myself, if I have to write it down, I'll write down whatever it is I have to say, so that way I'm giving you the due diligence of listening to what you have to say, and not just, so I might have to like keep it in my mind because I'm very forgetful. I have issues remembering things. So I have to like really like just keep it in my mind and wait for the person to express themselves, instead of just being like, well, I only did that because of this. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard not to do that, because you want to defend yourself, because I'm not a horrible person. You know what I'm saying? But it's not that I'm a horrible person, but I've done something that's upset you. You know what I'm saying? So I have to like really take a moment to just really listen, actively listen, and not run to defense. Because when someone tells you something, it's not you're sick. It's not a shot at you. It's just something they're trying to express. So that's a bad habit that I have to break, and I know that's an issue that I'm working on at the moment. So yeah, sucks. It sucks.
a lot of drip water around here.
Or juice. That could be juice in those balloons,
Juice. Yeah, a lot of juice.
But do you guys have anything more to say on that?
That's okay.
That's
It's definitely okay.
Now that you think about that issue,
okay. Say it again.
I was saying, now that you had said that issue, I do need to work on that too. That talking over people
Mm-hmm.
and talking when I should be listening.
Mm-hmm. It's
So,
a horrible habit, especially if it's something that someone said several times.
mm,
Yeah,
So it's
see
like,
that at that
okay, I
point you're
have to
just
really
you
listen and really,
yeah
so I have to
you
like consciously
you
tell myself like, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut
hey, it
up.
works. It works. It works. It works. I
it
do that a
does.
lot
Okay.
because at that point you're listening to respond instead of just listening.
Yes, and then I'm not comprehending, and then I'm gonna wonder why I didn't remember what someone said because I was so busy trying to defend myself and not listening to what the person was saying. You know what I'm saying? Oh
Facts.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, especially
Yeah,
if
you
something
strike
said
that
strikes a
nerve.
nerve, you're not.
They
Then
don't even
you
care
I'm no
about the rest of
longer
the
listening.
sentence.
But it also depends too, like when if something is presented, kind of how we were talking earlier. If something is presented to me, it could be tone of voice, it could be how you present it too, to why I'm so defensive in the first place. Now, if you come to me, I'm probably still gonna do it. I ain't gonna lie. I want to defend myself. If it's something negative. I don't want to miss a mark. Okay, I've messed up. I don't want to mess up. But it's definitely hard for me, so that's a habit that I definitely have to break, and I'm actively working on. But yeah, when you hear that sound, y'all, that means we are at our hot seat question segment, y'all. Our hot seat question is now left up to the fate of the audience. I went to Instagram to ask our peers what they wanted to ask for this week's hot seat question. If you want your question to be featured on next week's episode, make sure you go to my profile, click that icon, and follow me on Instagram, and look out for that hot seat question post. I can't stand him. Now is the time that I need all you people who've been in here talking your junk in the.
Oh,
In
they
the
already voting. They already voting. I see
Oh,
three
dang,
shies
y'all
already.
didn't even let me even say it. But now is the time for y'all to enter in the comments who you want to answer this week's.
Why y'all being weird to me? You know what I'm saying? What is going on here?
She's like, that's on you, baby. Listen, Linda. But enter in the comments now who y'all want to answer this week's hot seat question right now. Come on.
Shad, you've been gone. Yes, I definitely have been gone. I have.
Well, I think we have our person here.
We have our sucker.
He just
We
wishes he could
found
color
our
inside
sucker.
the lines, but baby, we know you can't color inside the lines, you know. But anyways, go to the hallway. But this week, Angel wrote in and asked, "How do you behave when you love someone? Do you express it in words, or do you go for the kill, or how do you react when you're in love?"
Oh, so it's on me, huh? Oh, lucky me. All right, so if I'm in love with you, I love you. There is no limits to whatever it is I'll do for you. I'm talking about the sweet nothings, the messages, the flowers, the actually planning something. See, that's the problem most days. You know what I'm saying? People are so quick to link, but ain't nobody actually trying to plan something, especially no man. So yeah, I'm gonna plan something. I'm gonna let you know, show up here, be here at this time. You know what I'm saying? Meet me this place. All of that shows that you care. You know what I'm saying? My biggest love language has always been personal touch. You know what I'm saying? That's my biggest one. Like that means the world to me. So my thing is this: I'm gonna want to be around you and everything else, but I'm gonna do everything that I'm supposed to do. You got to keep it fresh. You got to keep them on their toes. So yeah, there's no limits to what I'll do. Especially if I love you, I'm in love with you. You can get to all of me then some.
All of me loves
All of it. You
all
understand?
of you. Oh. I'm gonna elaborate. I think when I'm gonna write you poetry. I'm gonna write you riddles, and I'm gonna do all kinds of stuff. Listen, I'm a. I'll shoot my shot real quick. If I love somebody, if I like somebody especially, I'm gonna shoot my shot real quick. I don't mind. I don't care if I'm a girl or not. I'll definitely shoot my shot and score. Kobe. But yeah, I'm I'm definitely one of those people. I wanna kiss every 5 minutes. I listen. If you even walk by me, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely one of those too. So okay. Um, this has been the Red Room Talk, y'all. You can find us here every what? Can I hear y'all say it?
Saturday.
Saturday. All right.
Saturday. Yeah.
Tonight's topic was human behavior, why you do what you do. You're definitely late. You missed it. But don't fret. You can find us on YouTube, which you can find by clicking the icon in my profile and subscribing, y'all. I wrap up the show every week with a quote. So I'm going to go ahead and read that quote, and then I'll play, or let them give their outros, and then I'll play a little ditty. All right? This week's quote is, I know you love when I say that. This week's quote is, "The self-image is the key to human personality and human behavior. Change the self-image and you change the personality and the behavior." Maxwell Maltz. Y'all, this has been the Red Room. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for being on the show. Seriously, it's one of my faves. I actually laugh more than I have in a while, so I appreciate each and every one of y'all for being on the show. Of course, I love all of y'all. So go ahead and give your outros. Partition, you go first because you are the beautiful lady of the night. So give your outro, and then we'll move on to Big Head over here.
All right, I'm Partition, please. I appreciate you for letting me be on the show tonight. Like I said, if I do go live, y'all can catch me either at nighttime or on the weekend, or you can catch me at any of Rello's feature shows or any of the buy shows that he collabs with other people.
Okay.
That's it.
OG Shy for a reason, you know what I'm saying? I'm calling it comeback. I've been here before. Definitely was one of the mainstays, you know what I'm saying, here on the Red Room Talk. And guess what? I'm back. So y'all will be seeing a lot more of me. I do a lot of streaming, you know what I'm saying? I'll be around here also. Please fave me. Everybody that's in here, I faved you. Everybody's been interactive and everything else. Fave me, I'll fave you back. You know what I'm saying? Love is love.
I like that. Love is love. That was deep.
Nah, don't be stealing my shit, G-Way.
I'm new here. I don't need to steal it. I don't need to steal it. I'm good. I have catchphrases for days, sir. G-Way or no way, I am new here. Fave me. I just started this account this morning. Yes, it is my birthday. So I'll be live after this accepting all gifts and birthday parlay partitions. Yeah. G-Way or no way, hit that fave.
I can't stand
I love y'all. Y'all love me.
I can't stand
I'm very happy to be here.
I was gonna.
And if you don't fave me, that's okay.
Wow, we using my. Okay, that's okay. Well, I am Jen and Juice, y'all. I am the host of this show right here. You can find me every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, I'm gonna beat them both. Eastern Standard Time right here on the Red Room Talk, y'all. Or you guys can pull up tomorrow and watch our numbers live for Soul Food Sunday, y'all. We are making meatloaf, mashed potatoes, green beans, and homemade bread rolls. So make sure y'all pull up while we talk about how to argue effectively. So make sure y'all pull up tomorrow for Soul Food Sunday. Yes, how to argue effectively, because we all argue. Let's be honest. It's part of human nature. So make sure y'all pull up tomorrow for Soul Food Sunday. And then if you haven't already, go to wancho.juice on Instagram and get you guys some Wancho Juice merch. Hashtag Jen Show. Can I see in the comments? Hashtag Jen Show. And pick you guys up some.
Hashtag my shirt's on the way.
Yes, it is actually. I'll have to send you the number. But yeah, hashtag Jen Show. Make sure y'all go to wancho.juice on Instagram and buy you a shirt or a hoodie. But other than that, y'all, this has been the Red Room. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, and I'm gonna play a little ditty. Yeah, and don't you leave my box yet, Mom.
After the ditty. Somebody gets it.
What up, Sam?
You know, as soon as I have someone put some words to another song, I'm gonna have a new song. You know?
I just need the ditty.
Alright. Let's see those juice boxes, y'all.